Hello, so welcome to another edition of FanFormula. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks now. I've been a bit busy. It's been a bit stressful. As you've noticed, I'm not in my usual place because it is 5 to 8 in the morning here, and I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm doing it in my bedroom. So ignore everything you see and ignore very, very sweaty and all ready to go to work me. So yeah, British Grand Prix was interesting, standard. Um, yeah, Webber for the win, always a winner, mainly because that £10 bet, ching, still on. But Mystic Tiff was wrong in saying Jensen would win. Jensen did poorly. This upsets me a lot. So yeah, let's get on from depression and let's get on to this week's question. So question one. This week saw the young drivers test for three teams, Marussia, Williams and HRT. Do you think it's right that the F1 teams have split the test into two locations, with three teams opting for Silverstone and nine opting for Abu Dhabi, when F1's meant to be cost saving? I don't get it, really. We've just had Silverstone. Most of the teams are based in the UK anyway, so surely it is more cost saving to do it at Silverstone, really. Um, so good on HR. Well, I imagine HRT is Spanish, aren't they? Really, so not necessarily. Well, actually, still closer than Abu Dhabi, really. So yeah, good on Williams, Marussia, and HRT for doing it in England, really, because yeah, it is going to save money. But to be honest, the other test at Abu Dhabi is straight after Abu Dhabi, so really, they're not losing any money and such because they're already there. They don't have to pay for travel and stuff. So I don't think it's necessarily uncost saving. That's not even a word. It's not the word for uncost saving. It's the teams have to do what's right for them. And if Williams, Murray, and HRT think it's better that they test their young drivers at Silverstone, you know, and the rest of the teams think that it's better that they test their young drivers at Abu Dhabi, then surely it's the team's decision really. And money, as with all things F1, never really comes into it. Question two. This week saw the announcement that Mark Webber has penned a new one-year deal with Red Bull Racing, ending the Webber Ferrari rumours for another year. What do you make of his decision and that his deal is only for 1 year? I think it's fantastic his deal's only for 1 year because I've got ultimate respect for Webber. I've always had for a long time, and imagine if he wins the championship this year, which he's blatantly going to do because I am Mystic Tiff. So yeah, it's going to be really good. I don't think he should be there longer than a year. I think if he doesn't do it this year or next year, then he's getting on a bit now. Mark, he's not young as he used to be. So I think that would actually be the best thing for him really, is to either go to another team or move on. He's been with Red Bull now a long time, and Red Bull would be stupid not to sign him up for a year when he's pretty much second in the championship. It'd be ridiculous not to. Oh, sorry, we're signing you over. I'd have loved to have seen him at Ferrari. I really would. I think him and Alonso would be a great team. But if he wins the championship this year, I'd be glad that he stays at Red Bull. Question three. This weekend saw McLaren, Caterham, Marussia, Red Bull and Ferrari visit Russia, putting on an incredible displays for the Russian fans. With several proposed new Grand Prix locations due to appear over the next 2 years, which circuits do you see at risk of Bernie's maximum 20 race location calendar? Well, we've already seen Belgium, one of the best ones, go. It's going to be a lot of the European ones, I think, to be honest. I think Hungary has always been at risk for the last few years. It's always had money issues. Korea, only new, but again, small issue. I don't think we'll lose. Well, Australia, I don't think we'll lose, but I think Bernie's always trying to wangle his way with more money with Australia. So I'll never know with Australia. I think they'll keep Malaysia and keep China. But yeah, there's a few that I'd say at risk, but mainly the European ones I'd say are more at risk. I don't think Britain's at risk. We've just put a lot of money into that. We've obviously now condensed Spain into one. So yeah, there's a few I'd say that are there. To be honest, I don't know why we go to Abu Dhabi. I'm sorry, it makes no logical sense to go to Abu Dhabi. I'd rather go to Turkey than go to Abu Dhabi. Argentina, I'll go anywhere to be honest. I hate Abu Dhabi. Hate the time difference, hate the place, hate the track, hate everything. I'm very mardy today. You might have gathered this. And I can't believe they've called it suggested question now. I can't say suggested. I like bonus question. It's by Chris. There have been some interesting stories in the press about Lewis Hamilton in the past couple of weeks. Should Lewis continue how he is or stop these distractions? Right, there are three camps Formula One drivers set themselves in. There's the drivers that no one in the world has ever heard of but Formula One fans. For example, Carl Cahan, Pick, usually ones right at the back. You get the drivers that people know, like regular general public know. Might be Alonso, Vettel kind of thing because they're world champions. Maybe Mark Webber goes into this group, mainly because they do a little bit of press, or for example, they're on TV and adverts and things like that. Webber was on something for the weekend a few months ago, so people might roughly know who he is. And then you've got the camp of people who are famous in their own country and are treated as such like celebrities. In England, obviously, we've got Hamilton and Button, who are on everything. I walk past them every day at Santander, when I go to work. And they're the big ones. And also, they're the ones most likely to appear in my copies of Heat and Closer and all these things because of who they date and what they do. Jensen was a bit more like that in the past when, he was a bit of a playboy, even though playboy is the crappiest word ever to use for Jensen. He dated what, like three women and he's all me a playboy. Oh, such is the luck. But Hamilton dates, someone quite famous. So of course, not only is he going to be in the sports pages, he's also going to be in like the kind of 3 a.m. kind of, the tabloidy press. And yeah, there's been some interesting stories about him. He's not my favourite person. Don't like Hamilton, never will. But at the end of the day, he's human and he's going to go out drinking and it's going to be, he took loads of women home and, nothing probably happened. Or even if it did, I don't give a crap, really, whether it did. At the end of the day, they're always going to take something and twist it out of proportion. So, whether them stories are true or not, the problem is that it gives, not necessarily gives someone a bad name, because it doesn't really. Look at James Hunt, for example. It's going to give Formula One coverage whether it's for the wrong or the right reasons. And they always say, bad publicity is good publicity. It's publicity after all. And especially if he's wearing labels and things that he sponsors, they're going to be all over the fact he's in the papers, most days. They're going to be loving it. Some of the stories are insane. He's going to do a rap career. He took 10 women home. And I'm just like, that is ridiculous. One, who are these 10 women? Because I need to know, because I need to slap them around the head for some sanity. Two, when I turn on the music channels and I see Lewis Hamilton there, I know things have gone massively downhill in the ghetto music world, if Hamilton is there. So yeah, that's what I think really. I think ultimately it's good publicity. Uh, yeah, but it's not my favourite thing. I don't like reading a copy of Heat and him being in there, to be honest. I prefer, nice stories, but you can't have it all, can you really? So yeah, that's my fan formula this week. It's a bit, I don't know, I'm not in the best of moods really. I've been a bit marred. So yeah, it's a decent fan formula. Things will pick up though. Things will pick up. They always do in fan formulas. Next week is Germany, and I will be here. I'm actually at home. And I'll be watching the race. But I don't know if I'm watching the race live on Sunday. I might be watching it a bit later instead. So yeah, that's my fan formula. I will see you next week. Hope you have a great week. And yeah,